Good morning, everyone. We are continuing here in the words of the Meshiv Nefesh, and he brings down a beautiful idea today from the Nesiv Shalom. Afilu be'eshi Yehudi einu margish es emunah b'liboy. Even at a time when a Jew doesn't feel the emunah, faith burning inside of his heart. He's weak in his faith, his trust of Hashem, his knowledge of Hashem, his awareness of Hashem. Tzarchu l'das, he has to know, ula ha'amin, and to believe. Shebekol zois, nevertheless, even though he feels weakened in his state of emunah, ha'emunah mushreshes b'damai. Emunah is something that is implanted and it's enrooted inside of his blood. Umar shehilanu me'aviseinu, with something that we inherited from our forefathers. Shebepinimius nafsha yesh bo emunah. Inside the pinimius, inside the inner essence of everyone's soul, is the emunah, is the belief that they have in Hashem. V'rak avim mechasim bayas or emunasa. It's only the clouds of this world which are covering up the light of emunah inside of us. Don't despair, says the Nesiv Shalom, just because you have a day where you don't feel particularly someone that's an emunah that believes in Hashem. Rather, listen to these beautiful words. When a person sees a weakening inside of his heart for emunah, don't give up. Don't despair. Don't feel bad about yourself and start beating yourself over the head. I don't believe. It's so hard for me. Where's Hashem? Don't say those things. Now listen to this. The eitzah, the piece of advice that I can give you to raise up your levels in emunah during times like this when it's darkened and you don't feel so strong in your faith. Sheya'amin, you should believe, ki hu ma'amin, that you do believe. If you will believe that you are a believer in Hashem, suddenly you'll open up the well springs of emunah that are there inside of you. V'rak shenister v'nischase ba'omek muster b'shosh mutzna b'kerev nafshe v'nishmasai. And says in the Nesiv Shalom, you have to think to yourself, it's just, of course I believe in Hashem. And of course I'm a ma'amin, I'm someone that is a believer. It's just getting covered up and it's deep down inside the root, hidden away in the corners of my nefesh over there of my soul. But of course I believe in the Rebbeinu Shalom. What person doesn't believe? You look at the world. Look how fantastic and amazing this world runs with symmetry. Look at all this synergy. Look at all the perfection. Look at all the details in my life that are taking place constantly with the loving hand of HaKadosh Baruch Hu. I am having a rough day. I'm having a rough week, a rough month, a rough year, a rough tekufa, a rough period of my life. Says the Nesiv Shalom, if you just think to yourself, I believe that I do believe. I believe that I'm a maimin, that I'm a believer in Hashem. And I recognize that right now there's things that are getting covered up because of all the winds of this world, the darkness, all the pressures, the stress, difficulties, disappointments, frustrations. It's hurting my emunah. But inside of my heart, inside of my soul, of course I know that I believe. And this, that HaKadosh Baruch Hu is dealing with a person in such a way that their emunah is blocked from them because of the things going on in their life where there's darkness. This really is HaKadosh Baruch Hu's mercy at work. We don't always see it that way. And it's the Soida b'nisyonos hanefesh. This is the foundation. And this is really the secret and the entranceway into understanding the nisyones, the struggles and the challenges that a person's nefesh, that their soul is going to have in this world. And therefore, if I would look at all of what's going on around me, and I'll ask myself, why do I feel so weak in my emunah? Why am I questioning the ways of Hashem? How come I don't just believe purely and simply the way that I should, that everything that HaKadosh Baruch Hu does is for the good? Don't think for 1 second it's because you're weak in your emunah. You really have great emunah, and it's deeply enrooted inside of you. It's just covered up right now, and it's hard to get to. But if you will start telling yourself, I believe that I believe. Ani ma'amin, I believe, she'ani ma'amin, that I'm a believer, that I have emunah inside of me. It will push away the clouds. It will bring light to the darkness. It will make the weather, spiritual climate in one's life, it will turn to beauty. And Be'ez Hashem, in that way, we'll all be zeicha to get closer and closer to Hashem through the deep levels of Amunah that we acquire for ourselves. Have a wonderful day and a wonderful Shabbos filled with Amunah by Hashem and filled with Amunah in yourself, that you are someone who believes in Hashem. All the best.